Hi everybody, hope you're having a good half term out there. It's a beautiful day outside and I'm gonna get outside as soon as I record this video, but I really thought it was important to do so because there has been some important updates out about the autumn exams and what I would probably call a speed bump in them. There's also been some interesting updates on the format and the timelines of when those autumn exams will happen, so that's what we're going to be covering in this video. If you want regular updates on how the crazy education system is changing and what it means for you, etc., please do feel free to hit that subscribe button. Here we go. So what we've had out recently is a consultation from OFQUAL, who are essentially the regulators, the guys in charge, I would say. And they have put together this really useful document. And what this document essentially outlines is, firstly, there needs to be some changes made in terms of the regulation and law at the moment for autumn exams to be able to happen, and also they gave a few interesting updates about what they're going to push forward for the structure of the exams and the timeline of the exams. So this is what I'm going to update you in this video. So first of all, I would say the most important thing to address here is that there has been some pushback from certain head teachers and from the exam boards whether autumn exams should be offered for all subjects in the autumn. And the reasons there have been pushback from these guys seems to be, firstly, a financial one. It's potentially going to be really expensive to make this autumn exam period happen. But also we're hearing from certain head teachers that logistically it's going to be really hard to make those exams happen, especially with social distancing, especially when you're supposed to be starting your next course, especially when teachers are going to be trying to teach and there's not enough resources. So this is what the pushback has essentially been thus far. And as the rules currently stand, exam boards are in fact allowed to do that. In terms of the normal way of working, exam boards are essentially part of their own marketplace and they have control over what exams they offer, and they also have the power to withdraw an exam or even make an exam available every 2 years or whatever. That is totally within their control under the current set of rules. Also under the current set of rules is that those exams can only happen, I think it's between, well, in the normal exam window, which is I think between May and end of July currently, and other specific windows within the year, but it's not actually allowed under the current rules to have autumn exams. So OFQUAL, who are those guys, those regulators who are in charge, are now pushing to change those rules to, firstly, make it possible to take the exams in autumn, and secondly, as they phrase it, compel the exam boards to offer all of the exams at autumn. By compel, they basically mean they're going to have to make all of the exams available whether they like it or not. Now, personally, I think this is the right thing to do. I think you guys absolutely deserve that opportunity in order to prove that you can get a mark if you're not happy with the one that you already got. I'd be interested to hear your guys' thoughts on it. Please do comment below. The good thing is you guys can have your say on this. So I'm going to post the link in the below to this OFQUAL consultation document. Give it all a read. It is relatively long, but it's worth your time. And then what you can do is give a response to that consultation that is open until June the 8th at 11:45, very specific time. And you can have your say on whether you think it should be compulsory for exam boards to offer a full suite, as they call it, of exams in the autumn, as well as a load of other points as well. But if you want to have your voice heard, then I would thoroughly recommend reading that document and filling out that survey. There are two other interesting bits of information that OFQUAL are pushing forward as well, and again, these are not confirmed yet. This is what they are trying to put to the public and potentially is what's going to happen. So the second point is that although previously I said that OFQUAL and the government were thinking of doing a shortened paper for the autumn exams, they have now reversed that thinking and they now think that it should be a full exam in its entirety. So there would be no cutting of questions, etc. And one of the reasons they did that is because all of the past papers available for you guys to practice is in the non-shortened long version of the exam, and therefore when you took the exam for real, it might actually be more disruptive to you having a different style of exam, even if it's a shorter version. And the other interesting thing that came out from this consultation was a bit of an update on what they would like the timelines to be. Previously, it was stated that they would like the exams to be gotten back before Christmas. We have a change to that now, and again, this isn't in any way set, but this is what they're proposing. What OFQUAL and the government would like to do is keep the exam period's timeline to be flexible, because we don't know when we're coming out of this COVID-19 situation, social distancing situation, so they want to be able to have a bit of wiggle room. But what they have said is that they would like A-levels to be taking place in October, which would mean hopefully they'd be able to publish the results before Christmas. Exam boards have said is possible. And for GCSEs, it would be November, taking the actual exams, and then your results would come back potentially January for English and maths, and February for the rest. Again, this is all potentials and possibilities and things that they're purposely trying to keep it loose. But there's a bit of an update there. You can also have your say on what you think about that in the survey that I'm posting in the link below. All right, so those are a few highlights. I would, if you're interested, read the whole document. It's quite easy to read, although can get a bit technical and long at times. But main thing is you have an opportunity to have your say here, so I thoroughly recommend doing so. I hope you found this video useful. Please do let me know if this kind of content is useful for you guys, keeping you up to date with all the crazy changes of policy. Again, I'm going to be keeping you updated as and when things come out, so if that would be useful for you, please do hit that subscribe button for GCSE and A-level students. And until next time, see you later.